Hello. Here we want to finish this example of solving quadratic inequalities. We have the case of x squared minus 2x minus 8 is greater than or equal to 0. And again, we said we want to treat like it's equality. So what we're going to do is really write this down again, but now have that this quadratic is equal to 0. And we'll solve it like any other type of quadratic right now. We have x minus 4 and x plus 2. And so I get the two values of x is equal to 4 and x is equal to negative 2. And this is where we really kind of stop treating it that way, right? What we're going to do is we want to do this kind of sign diagram, right? We've said that what our points do is they partition the interval into disjoint pieces. And so I have everything to the left of negative 2, which is negative infinity to negative 2. But what we want to remember here is that our inequality is greater than or equal to, which means I also want to include those points where I'm equal to 0. So I'm going to put these hard brackets around it. I also get the interval negative 2 to 4 and the interval from 4 to infinity. And now I come up with my test points, right? I want something in this interval between negative infinity and negative 2, so I can pick negative 3. I want something in between the interval from negative 2 to 4, I'll pick 0, and something greater than 4, so I'll pick 5. I also want to know what their value is if I plug it into the factored form of this equation. So if I plug in negative 3, I'm going to get negative 7 and negative 1, which will give me a final answer of 7. And again, when I plug this in, I'm checking, am I greater than or equal to 0, right? I only pretend to treat like an inequality just to get those values of 4 and negative 2. Once I get those values, I really want to remember that I really have this inequality back up there. So is 7 greater than or equal to 0? Well, yes, that is. So I'll move on to the next test point of 0, and I'll plug 0 in, and I'll get negative 4 and 2, which gives me an answer of negative 8. And so no, negative 8 is not greater than or equal to 0. And if I move on to 5, I'll get 1 and 7, get an answer of positive 7. That is greater than or equal to 0. So I'm going to get these two intervals from negative infinity to negative 2 and 4 to infinity. And so when we write them, right, we'll write them down. And if I want to join two together, I'll put this big U, which means the union or together. And so my final answer here will be the interval from negative infinity to negative 2, union the interval from 4 to infinity. All right, hopefully this was helpful. I'll talk to you next time.